Assalamualaikum students, this is Sir Fawad Khan. Today's topic is kinetic theory of a matter, simple kinetic theory of a matter. और इस lecture के अंदर we will be discussing what actually state of matter is, how many states of matter we have, what is kinetic theory of a matter, characteristics of state of matter के पढ़ेंगे, solid, liquid, gaseous, evidence पढ़ेंगे के states of matter के अंदर जो molecules are in continuous motion under the heading Brownian motion. Pressure volume relation पढ़ेंगे under the heading Boyle's law, mathematical expression और mathematical representation देखेंगे क्या है, फर्क भी समझेंगे, expression और representation में क्या है. And then the next lecture would be regarding heat. What is heat? What is heat capacity? What is the specific heat capacity? What is latent heat? What is the specific latent heat? How many types of latent heats we have? Specific का क्या मतलब होता है? So these are the topics of discussion. So we will be getting number of formulae, number of units, तो सब चीजें हमको help out करेंगे. So let's start with what actually matter is. So the topic of discussion is we should start with what actually matter is. Matter की definition जो कि हम usually discuss करते हैं, we all know what actually matter is. So हम define करते हैं anything that is mass and occupies a space. कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो mass रखती हो और जगह घेरे. Mass and weight. There is the difference between mass and weight. I am not talking about weight. I am talking about mass. What is the difference? बाद में देखेंगे. But आपने पढ़ा भी होगा. We are talking about mass at the moment. So what is matter? Anything that is mass and occupies a space is called matter. जो भी चीज mass रखती है और जगह घेरती है उसको matter कहते हैं. अल्लाह ताला ने इस दुनिया को तख्लीक किया, दुनिया नहीं, यूनिवर्स, कायनात को, जो भी चीज अल्लाह ताला ने तख्लीक की, जो एग्जिस्ट करती है इस यूनिवर्स में, they have mass. जो भी चीज एग्जिस्ट करती है, whether वो naked eye से दिखे या ना दिखे, they have mass. And anything that is mass, definitely it will occupy the space. उसको इस दुनिया में, इस यूनिवर्स में जगह चाहिए to occupy. Anything that is mass and occupies a space, उसको matter कहते हैं. तो इसका मतलब this whole universe is made up of stuff called what? Matter. तो ये पूरी कायनात जिस स्टफ से बनी हुई है उस स्टफ को क्या कहते हैं? Matter. और ये फर्स्ट टाइम डिस्क्लोज किया एक ग्रीक फिलोसोफर ने, his name was Democritus. ग्रीक फिलोसोफर था Democritus, he was not the physicist, he was the philosopher. उसने एक फिलॉसफी दी, जैसे अल्लामा इकबाल ने बताया था कि मुसलमान हिंदू एक साथ नहीं रह सकते, इनकी आइडियोलॉजीज डिफरेंट है, तो अलग मुल्क होना चाहिए. तो उनकी फिलॉसफी थी, खादिर आजम ने उसको प्रैक्टिकली करके दिखाया. नाउ हम एक इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री में ले रहे हैं, we are proud of being Pakistanis. In the same way, philosophy was, according to Democritus, this whole universe, जो पूरी कायनात जिस स्टफ से बनी हुई है, it's called matter. और matter किस चीज से बना हुआ है? तो उसने बताया, matter is composed of tiny indivisible particles. और matter जिस चीज से बना हुआ बहुत छोटे और indivisible particles. Indivisible means जिसको हम मजीद divide नहीं कर सकते. At that time, studies Greek language, Latin language में होती थी. Anything which is not divisible, जिसको हम डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, indivisible है, उसको लैटिन लैंग्वेज में कहते थे एटॉमस, ATOMOS. and atomos means indivisible. तो वहीं से वर्ड एक्सट्रैक्ट हुआ एटम. तो जो वर्ड एटम है जिसको हम कहते हैं indivisible particle, tiny particle, it came from a Latin word, a Greek word atomos, and atomos means indivisible. So let's cut it short. According to Democritus, what is matter? So matter को हम 3 phases में डिस्कस करते हैं, 3 portions में हम उसको वर्क करते हैं. Lastly हम डिस्कस करेंगे what actually the definition of matter is. So let's start. Hope आप मेरे साथ लिखेंगे. ये लेक्चर मैंने इसी वजह से इस तरीके से रिकॉर्ड करा रहा हूँ कि आप मेरे साथ साथ ये चीज लिखें and try to memorize. Because बहुत सारे questions आते हैं. If you have a concept तो आप पेपर 1 अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हो MCQs का, and पेपर 2 के अंदर जो structured questions हैं उसके अंदर जो parts होते हैं उसके अंदर statements, definitions, reasons बहुत सारे आते हैं. If you have a concept then you can answer. So let's start with what is matter. Just concept work out करने के लिए. So what is matter? According to Democritus, and who is Democritus? He is a Greek philosopher. What is matter? Whole universe, पूरी कायनात is made up of stuff called matter. ये पूरी कायनात जिस स्टफ से बनी हुई है उसको कहते हैं matter. And matter is composed of what? And matter is composed of tiny indivisible particles. And he named these particles as atoms. आपसे पूछें from where that word atom comes from, and these particles are indivisible. So हम कहते हैं the word atom comes from a Greek word, or we can write it like this. It's a Greek word, atomos, which means indivisible. And these particles are indivisible, which cannot be further divided. The word atom is. So, what is matter? According to Democritus, this whole universe is made up of this stuff called matter, and matter is composed of tiny indivisible particles, and he named them as atoms. Definition, अगर इस concept से अगर हम discuss करें what actually atom is, what matter is. So, matter may be defined as so how can we define matter now? So matter can be defined as anything having mass and volume. Volume means which occupy the space. So anything having mass and volume is called what? It's called matter. How many states of matter we have? ये जो matter है ये कितनी states में exist करता है? हमको पता है there are three states, solid, liquid and gaseous. But जैसे जैसे research होती जा रही है, आगे जाते जा रहे हैं, number of states of matter increase हो रही है. तो अभी तक हम कुछ 4-5 states of matter को discuss करते हैं. These three states of matter क्यों हम इनको usually discuss करते हैं? ये ordinary conditions के अंदर exist करती हैं. बाकी ideal conditions चाहिए उसके लिए जो हर वक्त available नहीं है. तो तीन states of matter, solid, liquid, gas. Apart from these two states, fourth one is a plasma, and the fifth one is it's man-made and it's Bose-Einstein condensate. कैसे develop हुआ? जब आप चार्ल्स लॉ पढ़ेंगे, फिर आपको और प्रेशर्स आगे हम पढ़ेंगे तो उसका कुछ आइडिया दूंगा. Whereas हमें तो सिर्फ तीन states of matter पढ़नी, but आपके लिए अगर हम नाम लिखें, so how many states of matter we have? So we have 3 states of matter. ये हमने पढ़नी है, but हमारे पास सुधार. Number 1, it's solid. Number 2, liquid. And 3, a gaseous state. In तीन के अलावा, fourth one, it's plasma. And the fifth one is, it's man-made, it's Bose-Einstein condensate. यानी अगर आपको थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट है, so just Google Bose-Einstein condensate और उसके बारे में स्टडी कीजिएगा है क्या. But हमें ये तीन states of matter पढ़नी है, solid, liquid and gaseous state. तो हमें इन तीनों के characteristics पता होंगे. But before that, let's discuss what is kinetic molecular theory of matter. What is kinetic molecular theory of matter? What this theory actually states? क्या बताती है? This theory says, it tells us about matter. That matter is composed of tiny particles. Matter tiny particles से मिलके बना है, called molecules. और उनको molecules का, because gaseous state usually exists in molecular form, except few gases जिनको हम कहते हैं argon, neon, xenon, krypton, जो कि noble gases हैं, ये atomic form में exist करती हैं. Otherwise जितनी gases हैं वो exist molecular form में करती हैं, right? So that's why it's molecular theory. बाकी हम डेप्थ में बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. But right now, kinetic molecular theory को लिखे तो क्या लिखेंगे? That matter is composed of tiny particles called molecules, and most importantly, These molecules are in continuous random motion. ये molecules रुके हुए नहीं हैं. They are in continuous random motion. Hence they possess what? Kinetic energy. That's why this is called what? Kinetic molecular theory. तो जरा हम उसका statement लिखें. That matter is composed of tiny particles called molecules, and these molecules are not static. These molecules are in continuous random motion, hence they possess kinetic energy. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये मॉलिक्यूल्स रुके हुए नहीं हैं, they are in continuous motion according to kinetic molecular theory. Now, in points को consideration में रखते हुए we will be discussing what? Characteristics of three states of matter. How many states of matter we have? Three: solid, liquid, and gaseous. So let's start with the characteristics of solid, liquid, and gaseous. हमारी बुक्स में haphazard से दिए हुए होते हैं पैराग्राफ में, कहीं फोर्सेस के बारे में, कहीं उनका वॉल्यूम, कहीं स्पेस ऑक्यूपेशन. हम एक साथ डिफाइन करके 5 पॉइंट्स में लिखेंगे. वो कौन से हैं? सो सॉलिड स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स याद हो जाएंगे, लिक्विड और गैसियस स्टेट सेम वैसे ही आपको याद होंगे. बट डिफरेंस क्या है? इस लेवल पे नहीं, आगे लेवल्स के अंदर भी these points should be on your fingertips. जब भी हम पढ़ेंगे आगे टॉपिक्स जितने भी हम और भी स्टार्ट करते हैं regarding states of matter, the characteristics should be on your fingertips. The solid state of a matter. Solid state of a matter को अगर हम माइक्रोस्कोप से ऑब्जर्व करें तो पता चलता है जो मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं according to kinetic molecular theory वो बहुत टाइटली पैक्ड हैं. अगर मैं ड्रॉ करूं और कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लिखें तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद characteristics of solid, liquid, and gaseous states. So let's start with characteristics of solid state of a matter. Okay. So how many characteristics for solid state of a matter we have? Microscope से अगर solid state of a matter को observe किया है, for example, ये मैं एक microscopic view draw कर रहा हूँ molecular arrangement की. We all know that molecules are spherical in shape. So these are the molecules. कौन सी state of a matter है? It's solid. So what you are observing in solid state of a matter, molecules are tightly packed. They are very close to one another. 5 points क्या हैं? Again, before that, according to KMT, they are in continuous random motion. Yani they are moving. How many types of motion any body can execute? There are 3 types of motion: translatory, in a straight line or a curved path; circulatory, spinning about a fixed axis; and vibratory, to and fro about a mean position. ये 3 type of motions हैं. These molecules are in motion, but they are tightly packed. So आपके ख्याल में out of these 3 ये कौन सा motion execute कर सकते हैं? They can execute only, they can move to and fro about their mean position. So they can only vibrate. तो कहते हैं the molecules in solid state of a matter are tightly packed. But tightly packed होने की वजह से they can't move forward. They can't spin about their axis. They can only vibrate about their mean position. That's why the molecules in solid state of a matter, being tightly packed, can execute only what? A vibratory motion. They can only move to and fro about their mean position. So if we write the 5 characteristics, so let's start. Orally देखते हैं, then we write. Number 1, in solid state of a matter, molecules are tightly packed. Solid state में molecules tightly packed हैं. जब ये tightly packed है, तो what about the intermolecular force of attractions? जो इनकी molecular attractions हैं, वो कैसी होंगी? तो कहते हैं when they are tightly packed, they have a strong force of attraction between the molecules. तो तो कहते हैं जो attraction है between the molecules is very strong. 2 points. So number 1, molecules in solid state of a matter are tightly packed. Number 2, there is a strong force of attraction between the molecules in solid state of a matter. Number 3, which type of motion they can execute? Only they can vibrate, only they can move to and fro about their mean position. And when they move to and fro about their mean position, they cannot move freely. So इनकी kinetic energy low होगी. Kinetic energy is energy possessed due to the virtue of motion. तो वो इतना मूव ही नहीं कर रहे तो इनकी kinetic energy low होगी. And last but not the least, solid states have definite shapes in volume. इनकी shapes और volume different है. 5 points. Simple. Number 1, in solid state of a matter, molecules are tightly packed. Number 2, strong force of attraction between the molecules. Number 3, they can only move to and fro about their mean position. Number 4, these molecules possess low kinetic energy. And number 5, they have definite shapes and definite volumes. यही points liquids और gaseous state में according to the situation work करेंगे. अगर हम इसको point wise summarize करके जल्दी जल्दी लिखें, so क्या लिख सकते हैं? Point number 1, characteristic of solid state of a matter. Molecules are tightly packed. Number 2, there is a strong force of attraction between the molecules. Next, they can only move to and fro. To and fro means left right. Where? About their mean position. Now what mean position is आपको पता है, हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं अपने previous lecture में. And when they can only move to and fro, what about the kinetic energy? These molecules possess low kinetic energy. Kinetic energy की short form लिखा हूँ. Last but not the least, solid state has definite shape and volume. इनकी शेप भी फिक्स होती है और इनकी वॉल्यूम भी फिक्स होती है. आप इनकी शेप को चेंज कर सकते हो हीट करके, इनकी जो मॉलिक्यूलर बाइंडिंग है उसको हीट करके. खैर वो बाद में देखेंगे. सेकंड, लिक्विड स्टेट. अब मैं लिक्विड स्टेट के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऐसे लिखूंगा नहीं, ओरली को आपको मैंने एक ट्रेंड बता दी कैसे याद करना है, सिर्फ उसको क्विकली सम अप कर लेंगे. So this is how you can explain the characteristics of solid state of a matter. Let's talk about characteristics of liquid state of a matter. If liquid state को माइक्रोस्कोप से स्टडी किया जाए कि उनके मॉलिक्यूल के अरेंजमेंट कैसे है, so कुछ इस तरीके से दिखेगी. तो इन लिक्विड स्टेट ऑफ अ मैटर मॉलिक्यूल्स क्लस्टर्स की फॉर्म में हैं, बट दे आर अपार्ट फ्रॉम वन अनदर. यानी वो सर्टेन डिस्टेंस पे, नॉट वेरी फार, बट दे आर एट सर्टेन डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम वन अनदर, लाइक दिस. These are the molecules in liquid state of a matter. Okay. उन्हीं characteristics को देखते हुए liquid के characteristics क्या होने चाहिए? Again 5. Number 1. In solid state of a matter, molecules are tightly packed. So यहाँ पे molecules are at certain distance from one another. When they are tightly packed, there is a strong force of attraction between the molecules. अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा गैप आ गया, that means जो intermolecular force of attraction है वो थोड़ी weak हो जाएगी. तो हम कहेंगे वो strong थी, या लिखेंगे they have weak force of attraction between the molecules as compared to solids. In solid state, molecules can move to and fro about their new position because they were tightly packed. Now, यहाँ पे थोड़ा space है, so they can move freely. ये freely move कर सकते हैं. मगर एक word लिखेंगे आप. In liquid state of a matter, molecules can move freely throughout the vessel, throughout the container. Because where we actually reside, हम जहाँ पे रहते हैं, हम पानी में थोड़ी रहते हैं. हम तो अर्थ पे रहते हैं और हमारे ऊपर एक जो region है उसको एटमॉस्फेयर कहते हैं, it's air. So पानी हमें confine करना पड़ेगा कंटेनर में. Whereas air हमारी सराउंडिंग में मौजूद है, हमारी स्पेस है. So यहाँ पे हम क्या लिखेंगे कि these molecules can move freely throughout the container. ये स्पेस में नहीं. अगर मछलियाँ होती तो वो लिखती throughout the space. But हम क्या लिखेंगे? They can move freely throughout the container. But gaseous molecules they can move freely throughout the space. सिर्फ एक word है जिससे play करना है. Next. Kinetic energy as compared to solids इनकी high होगी because they can move with greater speed. And last, they have definite volumes. इनकी volumes fixed हैं, but they don't have definite shapes. Shapes fixed नहीं. They acquire the shape of the vessel in which they are kept. वो उस vessel की shape acquire कर लेते हैं जिसमें उसको रखें. Pepsi की bottle में different shape होगी, Fanta में अलग होगी, Mirinda में अलग होगी because वो different shape acquire कर लेते हैं. But volume 1 liter Pepsi is equal to 1 liter of Sprite or Fanta. Okay, let's write these points in short. So these molecules are at certain distance from one another. Number 2, there is a weak force of attraction between the molecules. Short form लिख रहा हूं, आप भी लिखिएगा. अब हम पहले solids पढ़ चुके हैं तो हम इनको compare करेंगे from solids. So weak force of attraction between the molecules as compared to solids. They can move, they means molecules. They can move freely, important, throughout the vessel, throughout the container in which they are kept. They can move freely, so they have with high kinetic energy. So they have high kinetic energy as compared to what? To solid. And last but not the least, they have fixed volumes. इनकी volumes fixed है, but no definite shape. इनकी shape definite नहीं है. They acquire the shape of vessel in which they are kept. So these are the 5 points to explain characteristics of liquid. And last but not the least, the gaseous state, and we are done with what actually matter is, kinetic molecular theory of matter, states of matter and their characteristics. The next lecture will be on the evidence of कैसे पता है यार continuous motion के अंदर हमें कैसे पता है Brownian motion, and then relation between pressure and volume of a gas under the heading Boyle's law, and we take up with some work examples linked with that mathematical expression. Last, characteristics of gaseous state of a matter. Sorry. Okay. If we observe the molecular arrangement of gaseous state, so what we find, we will find that these molecules are at a very large distance from one another. So in molecular जो space है, in gaseous state वो थोड़ी ज़्यादा है. अब compare करो points को, so conclusion कैसा बनाएगा? Number one, molecules are very far apart from one another. बहुत दूर हैं एक दूसरे से. What about their force of attraction? There is a very weak force of attraction between the molecules as compared to solids and liquids. Which type of motion they can execute? बहुत दूर है. They can move freely throughout the vessel? No. They can move freely throughout the space. What about the kinetic energy? They have very high kinetic energy as compared to solids and liquids. And last but not the least, they do not have definite shapes, they do not have definite volumes. Like the shape fixed in a volumes. Let's write those points and we sum up with today's lecture. Okay, the first point. Molecules are very far apart. Next, what about the force of attraction? Very weak. Force of attraction between the molecules as compared to what? Solids and liquids. Right? So, what about their movement? They can move freely. They can move freely. Where? Throughout the space. They can move freely throughout the space. Next, what about the kinetic energy? They have very high kinetic energy as compared to what? Solids and liquids. And last but not the least, they do not have who? Gaseous state. They do not have definite shape and volume. That sum up the lecture, today's lecture. So hope you have all the points. Why I have made you write all these points so that you can memorize them. These points should be on your fingertips. Not important only for this level, high levels, but whenever you start with any states of the matter, you should come up with these points. So hope you have the concept about matter, kinetic theory of a matter, and states of matter, their characteristics. Next lecture, फिर हम work करते हैं about the Brownian motion and Boyle's law. So just take care and wait for the next lecture. Thank you.